So, the three of you who clicked on this video are probably wondering now, A, why the hell would somebody even consider covering this? B, wasn't it already trashed fairly about a month ago? And if that's the case, then C, why the fuck did I click on this video exactly then? I get it, everyone is currently busy playing that game about a monkey with an expanding stick and something about traveling to the west. But hear me out, dear nephews. Uncle George is here to tell you that Flintlock actually might deserve your attention. But hold on. Let me set the stage for you here.
Uncle George.
This is me perusing the depths of the Xbox Game Pass library. And I know, we've all been here at one point in our lives, scrolling through an impressive catalogue of games that we've probably already bought and played elsewhere, or a sea of weird titles that, let's face it, all of us are not even interested in playing that much. It was one of those nights when after a hard day's of work at the local coal mine, I found myself looking for a new adventure to keep me sane. Okay, let's see here. Xbox having issues, as per usual. But let's have a look on what was recently added. Okay, Call of Duty, I'm too old for that. Neon White, I've already played that. Magical Delicacy? Okay, maybe some other time. Kumitsugami, just finished that, an amazing game by the way. Flock, yeah, no. Dungeons of Hinterberg, a bit too ocean for my taste. And Flintlock. Flintlock? Hold on, I've heard about this game before.
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god!
Oh, it's going to be one of those games. Isn't that just great for fun? Speaking of great, I'm just looking at the store page right now and the screenshots don't look all that bad. Better than I expected, to be honest. The description says, from Game Studio A44, makers of Ashes, comes an explosive Souls light, where gods and guns collide in a battle for the future of humanity. So it doesn't look too bad, and the screenshots definitely don't look horrible, and it sits on mostly positive reviews. Now scrolling down, there's a bit more here about the game, so bear with me a second.
The door to the great below has been opened, unleashing the gods and their armies of the dead. The lands of Kian are besieged. The city of Dawn is on the brink of destruction. It's time for the coalition army to fight back. Embrace vengeance, gunpowder and magic as you embark on an epic journey to defeat the gods, close the door and retake the world.
Damn, it seems I can speak English when I try hard enough. Okay, on to the game we go. One thing to know before we begin, in the graphics option menu, the advanced graphics are at the top, which might make you think you're viewing them, when in fact it's a clickable sub-menu with the actual advanced options. So, what is Flintlock, you ask? Well, I'd say it's an action game with two poorly implemented Souls-like mechanics, horrible combat, uninteresting story, dodgy performance and at times somewhat lacking sound. Just like this video. We play as Noah Vanek, a sapper in the human army, and a very angry black woman who loves jumping into sus triangles with a dog.
Is this even safe?
Mostly, yes.
Souls below! I could get used to this.
You might just have to.
I'm trying not to think about that one too much. Outside all that, there's a war between the humans and the dead. The dead? Hold on. If the dead are walking and fighting, shouldn't that make them undead? Anyway, the game starts at the pivotal moment of the siege of the city of Dawn. You know, the one from the title, Siege of Dawn. The dead are mounting an offensive, and the only way to stop them is to blow up the door they spewed from in the first place. Our hero Nor has been sidelined from what granted looks like a suicide mission, despite being the best candidate for the job, or at least that's what we're being told.
Just pretend I shoved you, alright?
I don't have time for this, Vanek.
Requesting permission to—
Denied.
Baz can't fight at his age. Harling can't cover for him and blow the door at the same time. I'm the best sapper you've got and you know it.
Return to your station, Vanek.
Being angry and not amused as she is, she goes and makes a fuss to her superior, who in the end goes, I can't deal with this shit right now, and lets her go on her merry way.
Alright then. Alright.
This is the moment we're granted control over Vanek and we're off to save the day like we were always destined to do. A couple of awkward shuffles and a few dead later, we rendezvous with our merry group, which is more diverse than a comprehensive school in northwest Birmingham, to finalise the plan and save the day.
Nor, go back. You're not ready for this.
And Yahara is.
Listen here, you little trench filler.
Keep it down. The shimmering wall's bad enough. You want to bring the dead on our heads?
The shimmering... what?
And as this question lingers unanswered, we just kinda hang out in silence until the next plot point happens. Unfortunately, Nor, who apart from being angry can also be quite hot-headed, decides she will not be stopped by any old force field, and without considering why there exists such a barrier in the first place, she promptly proceeds to get rid of it.
Oh, we're wasting time.
What have you done?
Getting us through.
By shooting it with her flintlock. You know, like the title of the... Okay, I'll shut up now. With little to no second thoughts, the group swiftly proceeds towards the gate. All seems to be going well and the preparations are well underway. Until...
Everyone get clear! Falls below.
Okay, hold up. What the fuck is this? Please, explain to me, what the fuck am I looking at here? I am sorry, but this has to be some sad cross between a sphinx who is having a really bad day, that statue from the cover art of Pink Floyd's The Division Bell, and your mom on a Monday. Either that, or it was a really quiet day at the office that day. Regardless of why it looks like it does, and despite its hilarious appearance, the sad sphinx proceeds to swoop down and begins to speak Indonesian. But our heroes are not deterred and are definitely equipped well enough and ready to face it. Right?
Still with me?
Yes! That thing is...
Hilarious, I know, mate.
Snap out of it, Harlan!
No rest till dawn!
till dawn!
No rest till dawn!
No rest till dawn!
Okay, I'm ready, let's go! To the surprise of absolutely no one, the team of heroes gets their asses handed to them. The brave Indian warrior sacrifices himself, something that you rarely see in that previously mentioned comprehensive school in Birmingham, and shoots the explosive barrels, confusing the sad sphinx for a second and launching Nor into the water. As she falls down, she sees the barrier that she dissolved previously with the flintlock now dissolving even further into oblivion. We wake up in a cave some undisclosed time later and we meet our Disney companion Enki. To keep it simple, we'll just be referring to it as Dog from now on. Dog is apparently a god, something that our angry protagonist has on her never-ending list of things to hate, so she decides to kill it then and there. Unfortunately for her, Dog goes full Raiden on her ass and she again gets destroyed, which makes her promptly decide to shut up and team up with Dog, which just goes to show that sometimes the only way to make a woman listen is... I'm sorry, I can't do this joke on my first video. Anyway, from this point onward, our goal is simple. Explore the world, murder everyone that needs murdering, collect team members and experience, level up the skills and equipment, and finally rid the planet of the evil gods. The basic premise is you go around a semi-linear map, let's call it generously a zone, in search of a newest occupied outpost, I mean town. You proceed to find and twat the big dig of the group in order to liberate said outpost, I meant town. That then opens a coffee shop which houses an even worse depiction of the Pink Floyd album cover. I mean, look at it. And that one's not even funny. And to make matters worse, this one follows you with a gaze for extra creepiness points, I guess. Stop looking at me. Anyways, in the said coffee shop you will receive...
In the meantime, here. One good deed deserves another.
That's right, a health potion. What were you expecting? Apart from that, liberating the outpost, I mean town, opens up opportunities to play Sebo, a game in which the objective is to form a triangle, no not that one, and then proceed to cock-block your partner from doing so, until he runs out of moves. I, despite being the legend of triangles in my home country of Albania, could not win the first introductory game. If there is any way to do so, let me know. Furthermore, you can hang around the camp, inspect your bird, chat to the sad bald guy for now and other people later on, upgrade your stuff and generally just chill in front of the campfire. And that's more or less the game loop. The world looks vaguely interesting even if it completely falls off the cohesion wagon later down the line, just like this video does. The story is meh and there's a predictable twist and we will deliberately omit the sad sphinx from any further deliberations, wink wink. So far so good, right? I mean, the game will not win any awards for best graphics, but it's not horrible by any means. It has some nice vistas here and there, and the textures are passable if you don't look too close. Sure, it has progressive elements to it, but it's beat by games like Spider-Man 2 in that department. So it should be a mediocre title that some would find enjoyable to a degree and maybe even waste a Saturday to get through. Oh yeah, did I mention, if you're a little trooper you can probably beat that game in around 8 hours, but it's a budget title so no harm there I guess. But the moment the game spreads its little wings, it fumbles heroically to the depths of a septic tank. There's one fatal design flaw that completely nullifies all the decent stuff the game has to offer. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things I don't like about this game, like the skill tree or the fucking prompt to push left to get your experience, which I always forget to do and consequently lose. But the thing that the game lives on, dies on, and the thing that you'll be doing a lot of is combat. And it's fucking shit. I mean, where do I even begin? The motions are stiff and unresponsive, the enemy attacks are junky in a way that makes it awkward to score a parry, and before you start typing "get good uncle," I will have you know that I've beaten the first boss of Sekiro, okay? No joke. There's almost no feedback or stagger when you hit the enemy, making it hard to judge your next move. I mean, I can kind of understand that for the dead, but not for the living soldiers you get to fight. Also, your pistol gives no feedback as well, making you feel like you're constantly missing and scoring no damage whatsoever. At least your musket gets a budget sniper elite wannabe animation and, well, just listen to those glorious deaths. Magnificent. Even upgrading your skill tree does not alleviate the problem, the combat is fundamentally not fun and quickly changes the gameplay into a chore. I could go on and on and on about the combat, but the video has become way longer and much more autistic than I have expected, so I will stop here, especially given the fact that I have a different slot to get through, you see. But to answer the question from the beginning, if there even was one, is Flintlock worth your time? Well, no. No, it's not. Play the monkey game, and if you're after a Game Pass freebie, you won't go wrong with Kumitsugami. If I was forced at a gunpoint to score Flintlock, I'd give it 4.5 angry black women out of a Raiden dog. The half is taken for the sad sphinx. Since I don't have any fancy graphics for my outro, please enjoy this random gnome from Home Depot instead. If you got through this to the end, well, I'm frankly amazed. Thank you kindly. If you have any feelings about it, there's a like and a dislike button down below. And as you're probably well aware, you can always drop me a comment. So long for now, and hopefully until next time.